we're going to play some Stonefly today. It's a game that has fairly recently come out, where you're little teeny tiny people, and you've got some mechs that will either just straight look exactly like bugs, or just kind of vaguely resemble bugs. And you go out to collect shit, and you also kill other bugs. Here we go. Why? Oh, there we go. All right, here we are. A little bit of a delay there for showing the game, but here we are. We play the game. We create a new save. And I agree. This game, I love the art for it so much. Especially with sort of the genre that this game is, it feels pretty unique in the way they execute it. I built one of them N90 engines from scratch using a little bit of phonical spit and rock I found on a trip to... Where was it again? Cool, Dad. Very cool. Oh, Thatchville, that's right. My buddy's rig broke down and I whipped one of them up and we finished the job. Reminds me of that Caterpillar book. And, honey, Anika, mind helping your dad out for a second? See, and then we get in the art style. Yeah, the subtitles do go a little bit on the fast side, but they're better than what a lot of games are, than some games where they really race through them. But just like the way that they have the models applied and the textures put down, it looks so nice and interesting and very different look. Personally, I feel like it's a very different look than what I see on a lot of sort of platformery games. Dad, you're forgetting it's easier to loosen the bolts if you do them all a little at a time. Yes, okay, I know. My wrench should be over on the shelf. Can you grab it for me? Last time I saw a turbine with this much chafing was when we used to patrol Blackwood. It'll be easy to fix this up by tonight. Are you sure that bolt is big enough? Of course it is. Really got a knack for this, Anne. Years of listening to you yammer about engines is paying off. Finally, right now. A keyhole clamp should do the trick. Do you mind? On it. You're gonna need a size 8 and not a size 10. Where's that? Unless I already grabbed it. We need more limobelt, but we need to get this back to Willowbrook's in the morning. I can go into town and pick some up from Frankie. No problem. Ugh, you have it so easy. Back in my day, Limodot was so rare you'd have to not only find it in the wild, but fight swarms of hook wasps just to get a few droplets of it. Once I fought off dozens of them myself, and I barely made it out alive. You've told this one before. It was right after you vaulted between the 2 tallest oaks in the forest. And I'll keep telling it until you realize how cool your dad is. Alright, should do the trick. My dad ain't cool, he's a loser, oh my god. Need that pressure hold. Can't remember where I put it. I saw it outside in the shed yesterday. Oh, that's right, I left it next to Chrissa. Can't believe you named your old shoddy rig after Mom. I don't know why you waste your time working on that hunk of junk. You don't even use it. Might as well sell it for parts. Nika, please. Imagine selling your mother for parts. How could you do such a thing? Your mother died and I made her into a literal mech. That's what happened. Here you are. Anika! What? It's fine. You need to be more careful around that. All I did was open the door. Plus, this thing's like 50 years old. Another scratch won't hurt it. This thing is priceless, Anika. Be more careful. It's part of my past and means a lot to our family. We'll finish this in the morning. I'm going to bed.
Well, I guess we're done for the day. Might as well head to bed too.
Like a spider mech almost. Like there's a wrench sitting right here. Grab that, I take it, and we just leave the door open. Bye, mech. Bedtime. Good night, chat. Hard day of grabbing things for Dad. Dad's special rig. He cares more about that rig than he does about me. Oh, I'm sure that's not true, Anika. Get your own Limadot from Frankie. Oh, Limadot from Frankie. Oh no, I forgot! We didn't go to get any! Dad needs that so he can complete his thing. But it's too late, Frankie's is closed. May be able to find some in the tree on the outside of town. Well, since I don't have my own rig, I guess I have to take Dad's. Oopsie daisy. Let's see why he thinks this metal heap is so special.
Alright, chat, that means this is gonna be like a joyride.
All tracking flies. Ding. And we can also jump. Look at that. Bounce to say airborne and hold charge to jump higher. So if I hold A for a second, get a higher jump. Or I can just bounce. This thing is full of switches and buttons. It's nothing like we've worked on in the shop before. The way it looks when you jump and you're floating like that reminds me of like a dandelion. The dandelion puff? Huh. Trees. These trees are usually full of Limadot. Whee! Dad has to have some notes on how it works in here somewhere. Are you talking about the neck? Because I'm having no problems. And Dad wrote a manual. There we go. Now we've got some instructions on the side. And if I left hold the button here. Boom! Look at that. We've already got 110 Limadot. How much counts as not a lot? I'm not sure. Because 110 seems like it should be a lot. It says right button to dash. Right bumper. Well, not that one at least. Looks like I can only... Oh, no, there we go. Alright, just got a timer on it. Ooh, that oh, rip, did you see that? One of the Limadots just fell off the edge of the tree. Guess we're not getting that one then. Oh, there goes another. Well, I guess I'm pretty wasteful. Not getting every little spot of Limadot. And they're so rare, apparently. Even though we've already got 200... Oh. Just was, blown away into oblivion by that burst of air. Maybe, yeah, holds to anchor. Maybe cross a little bit more carefully, and hello there, lazy shy guy, welcome. Hope the sound isn't too loud, chat. If it is, I can adjust it. But that, cause the wind in particular there, seems like it might be a little bit on the loud side. Grab that little piece, just one little Limadot. Ooh, we got a little bit more. Ooh, there's some on the tree branch. I want some of that. And there's a little deposit, and we break that. Oh, there I attempted to get that deposit, but I just kind of spread around the stuff on the ground. Listened to the pre-stream whilst I was driving home. Couldn't stop thinking about Men in Black scene where Will Smith drives with a PlayStation controller. Is that the case? You know, I don't think I've ever properly watched... I've seen parts of Men in Black, but I'm not sure that I have ever properly watched the entire thing. another movie, piece of media that I have not seen. Man, there's too many bugs. I should just go wild and collect all the goddamn Limudot before all the stupid bugs can get it. Stop it. It's mine. Ha! What are you supposed to eat now? Stupid. And now we kill them. I guess kill them? I'm not sure. When I blow them over the edge, do you suppose they die or do they just fall? See, there goes that guy. You think he dies? They're just little mites while they're fucking eating my Limudot, and I can't have that. And apparently I blow them so, since it looks like they eat it when they come up to it, and apparently my gust of wind is so powerful, they barf up the Limudot. Like, imagine somebody just shoves you over and you just ate some lunch. You just barf out the food you ate, just all fully intact. Here you had this great sub sandwich. Someone comes over and just boom. Not even a person, it could be just a super windy day. You walk outside, wind hits you straight up and you just go bleh, and just a full sandwich falls onto the ground. And some of those bugs, it looks like they bite. See that guy? He's like, holy hell, get out! And then he just tried to kill me. This is why we have to kill them. That'd be awful. I don't know why you'd think that would be terrible. Throwing up, you know, an entire sandwich. Even on the reverse side, imagine grabbing a sandwich and just shoving the entire thing in your mouth, taking no bites. Just swallow the thing whole. Would they then eat the vomited sandwich? You pick up your sandwich off the ground, and then you eat it. Look, just mad dash blew them all off. Get out of here. Ho-ho! Stunned and gone. Sandwich so nice. Eat it twice. Delicious. And hello there, Pyro Pal, and welcome. Ooh, another little nice breeze. Off we go. Woo! Oh, I noticed in the top left corner there, too. I think we got bit by one of those bugs. Yeah, I repair myself. Ooh. How convenient. Just to do some on-the-fly repairs of your vehicle. Ah, stop it. Ow! Ah! I was anchoring down, so he pushed me off the edge a little bit, and I just fell. And now, look, now I need to actually repair. Because it's blinking at me. Alright, new repair. Self-healing mech. That's pretty powerful. Here you are wandering around in a mech. Somebody just comes up and whacks you, bites you. Whoa! Just taking a nice little walk. Huge gust of wind blows me and the little insect guys away. At least it took care of them too. Or that happens. The windy days. It's like being out in a hurricane in a car. Look at that. Chat, imagine driving along in your car and just suddenly huge hurricane gust of wind blows you and rolls you over. Christ. Then it doesn't seem so fun, does it? Those gusts of wind. Ooh. I like the little tiny pieces of Limudot just nicely hanging around on branch. Oh! That one had a bug hidden underneath the rock. Ugh. That's not what I want. Also, we're now at 2,000 Lamodot. Is that a lot or a little bit? I'm not exactly sure because 2,000 to me sounds like a lot. They were complaining about how it's rare and how they had to do all this shit. Oop. But I haven't had much of a problem with it. Alright, let's go ahead. Since there's a whole lot of Lamodot, maybe we'll try exterminating the bugs out first. Alright, focus on just removing all of them. Blow them away right off the edge, and they can't come back to eat any more. Though also maybe being a little bit cautious, because I can see that whenever I blow, I can also blow the little pieces of Lamodot around, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe what it is that I'm blowing the guys, and they're spitting out the Lamodot they've eaten, and it makes it look like I'm blowing it around. Oh my god, this guy's huge. So he's got a little sort of stun health. Ow! Oh my god, he's really powerful. He just blasted me off the way. But his attack was a lot more terrifying than my own, since I just kind of knock the bugs over or blow them around with a little gust of wind. He just straight up attacked me. Why can't I have a cool mech blade? I think my mech would be a lot more powerful if I had, say, a little gun on it or something. Maybe a sword. When my family went to Texas, we were driving late at night to get to our hotel. When we got there and turned on the TV, we managed to drive in between two tornadoes on either side of the highway. It was so dark, we had no idea. Jesus Christ. It's like a step up. Honestly, at least you couldn't see it, because then that would have been horrifying. So at least it's sort of an ignorance is bliss type of case. Also, hello there, Schnoodly. Welcome. What did I join to? Horror and bug death. Magnardia was in between two eyes of the storms. Oh, look, it's the title. That's the game. That's what we're playing. That should be enough. Let's get this back before Dad wakes up. What did I end up getting? 3,000 Lamodot? Again, does that qualify as barely anything or a lot? Look, there's another little person. My character, she had quite the face. She was kind of like, whoa, whoa. Another little person. Interesting. Oh, he's leaving the shed open again. I love how this mech moves. It's so bouncy. I know, I like bouncing around in it too. It's a good time. Uh-oh. That's probably the guy that we just bounced past. So many dead bugs, all for the Lamodot. Who was out in town so late? I guess Dad's rig handled better than I thought it would. Is she gonna be a fan of this spider rig now, you think? Did I teleport? I've never seen one do that before. Pardon? I don't recall doing any teleportation. Yeah, she forgot to close the door 2 times on that shed. Anika, get out here!
Yeah? Ugh, what's Dad yelling about now? Well, guess we'll go find out.
Uh-oh, Dad is pissed.
Yeah, fuck Dad.
The blink dash? Oh yeah. It's gone, Anika. Did you have something to do with this?
No, I mean, well, I did take it out last night to get Lamodot. But Dad, I swear I drove it back and went to bed. I don't know what happened after that.
Did you lock the shed when you brought it back?
Lock it? No, I don't think I did.
Anika, That rig was very important.
Dad, I know, you talk about it all the time.
That rig meant everything to me. Now it's just gone. Ugh.
Dad, I said I'm sorry. Maybe we can report it to someone.
There's nothing we can do. I just thought I raised you better than this. You know, not forgetting to close a goddamn shed and lock it.
What's this? A shoe print. Must be from that person I saw last night. Gotta go after them. I'll be back soon, Dad. I'll bring the rig back.
Alright, I'm gathering up some supplies. This is what happens when you don't lock, you don't even close it. You didn't even close the goddamn door. Imagine walking into your home even and just leaving the door wide open. I say, as I actually kind of think about how their house was set up, I'm pretty sure the door, that they didn't have a door into their house at all. Oh. Am I just straight riding on a grasshopper? Wow. Here we go, chat. I ride the bug. Whee! Oh! It makes a little chirping sound as we go.
Let's try jumping straight, yeah?
No. The grasshopper jumps a little bit diagonally. Oop, I do have the tracking flies. Can they lead me to where I'm supposed to go? Yes. The tracking flies remind me of the tracking bugs. I don't recall what they're named exactly, if they were just called tracking flies in Monster Hunter World as well. That's what these remind me of, though. A lot less present, because those bugs in Monster Hunter are just, they're everywhere all the time. My trust in grasshoppers are forever ruined by Bug's life. Oh yeah. Oh, some other little people. Hi guys, hi, hello. Whoa, one on the left.
Hey, excuse me?
Can we help you?
That sticker. Can you tell me what it is?
Oh, that? It's from a custom shoemaker out in Night Lair Blair. Or District, whatever.
Okay, thanks. I'll be that way.
Your little
Cricket will never make it that far.
It's true, but the Briar is actually where we are headed.
What? Can I tag along?
No. Nice try, kid.
Oh. Well. That was an odd group. Don't listen to them. She obviously doesn't know what kind of cricket you are. You and I will make it. We'll just follow their trail.
Yeah! We can make it, Chet! Being the crickety guy. We can do it despite what that lady says. Well, I just have to carefully hop along because it's a lot faster than walking. Like, look at how goddamn slow he is. Hopping, way faster. Just have to be careful not to accidentally jump off the edge. You know? It looks kind of like he's wearing little Oh my god. I was gonna comment how his feet look kind of like shoes. But now that I'm looking at them, they look a little bit like bananas, don't they? He's got some banana feet. Oh, I think it's those guys that we were talking to earlier. Oh, he swore. Oh, shit.
Huh? Are you okay?
Oh, I even... Exactly what she said. Oh, I jammed my wrist. I can't fly. They're in trouble. Have you ever piloted one of these?
Well, technically...
Great. Get in there and help them. Oh, look at my mech here. Alright, the controls... pretty similar. Blow them off the side. They really having trouble with just these tiny bugs because I'm pretty unimpressed. Wait, is that giant bug? Did their other mechs already get fucked up? Yeah, okay, that's giant bug. That was not a mech. I thought because of its size, that was just another bug mech that I'm working with. No, that's just a huge giant bug. I think I saw it raise up its wings. Whoop. That's probably why I need to hit it. Can I also collect, yeah, I can collect all of these weird material pieces on the ground. Make sure I don't get hit by any of his projectiles. You know, the little pieces up on the front of my ship, they look kind of like scallops, like a little ruffle, like a maid hat. I'm a maid beetle. Oh. I can't believe that this strange group of people have such an adorable mech on them. This little beetle mech, though, it doesn't have a super powerful wind blast like my dad's mech did. Can only do small charge, not big wind gust charge. Maybe we'll focus on this guy. Yep, we have to wait until he lifts up his wings. Okay, come on. Yep, there we go, and show your nice back off, and then we can just blow him off the edge. It's like I'm the big bad wolf. Except I'm also the good guy. What? Another one? Oh my, 2 of them. Hit it when its wings are open, when it's truly vulnerable. The backseater NPC says after I've just goddamn done that and killed one of them, knocking him off the edge. Whoop. SMH backseating. Shut up, NPC. Yeah, fuck him. I know what to do. Come on. Anika ain't stupid. I can watch and make observations of the enemy. Ow! Oh. I say as I get hit. You know, now the NPC is gonna come out and be like, hey, Anika? Don't get hit by the projectiles, otherwise you'll be hurt. Ow. Uh-oh, my leg systems are damaged. Need to do some self-repair. Woo. Stop getting so close to me, large beetle. I'm trying to take care of the little guys here. Excuse me. Just have to wait for you to lift up your wings to do anything. Huh? Ah, too far away. At least, whoa! Super close behind him when he lifted up his wings that time. Now let's just do a little brush off. I mean, Anika is dense, so I don't blame them for backseating. Stop it! Anika can handle herself. We aren't ready for something this big. We need to get out of here now. You're rooting camp here for a bit. Since you helped out, I'll let you stay here. I'm surprised you didn't do too bad out there. Clara owes you a bunch, so thank you. Call me Ravenwood, captain of this corps. And this here's Davin. Really? Your corps? Yes, we are. Here's how it works. You did the mission, you get a cut. Oh, thanks. Oh, I got some Dalium and Laurenite. Do you think that means I can do some crafting? The texture that's on all the people looks nice. Yeah, I really like it. Gives a nice little detail to everybody. Was that a human? That's what this person is right here, I think. I don't know if you could qualify us as human or not. We're really tiny people. Are really tiny people still human? Or would you call them something different when they're this small? Ooh. Huh. I walked into the tent. Oh. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure the way that kind of was animated there. Little mini cutscene. I wasn't sure if that meant she was just gonna go straight to sleep herself before I had a chance to talk to people. But no, give me the option. I'm Clara, and I'm Anne. Alright, so we've got keyhole clamp, adjustable loop line. What's not to love? It'll hold your life together. Wow. And a pressure mold, a workshop tool used to pressurize matter into small objects with high kinetic energy. I don't know what that means. Or what that would do exactly. Sounds like a gun to me. That does sound like gun, yeah. Small objects, high kinetic energy, that means movement. But I can't afford that. That second piece, the gray one, I've only got 75 and I need 100 to buy it. So maybe we'll try the keyhole clamp? I want to buy something. Because I'm curious what these things do. See, look at this. Fucking 3,000 Lima dot. Thought this shit was supposed to be rare and hard to get. At the same time, I do already have 650 Lauronite from helping them out here. Wait. A valuable and useful mineral named after the scientist who discovered it. That's how a lot of these sort of minerals or even kind of periodic table elements get named after the people who figured them out, identified them.
Guess what? This mineral I just found? It's cacoite now. I name it after myself, teehee.
Is there some interaction I can do with this thing? No?
What's that old rig in the back there?
That junker? We found it half underwater on the way back. We were gonna use it for parts. But I guess we don't need to anymore with that haul you just helped us bring in. Can I have it?
You still need to get to Nightlight?
Yeah? Take it.
Really?
It's pretty waterlogged. No guarantees it'll run.
Do you know how to tune these things up? Oh, hell yeah, I do.
Fine. Give it a once-over first. Oh, hell yeah. Calcite is only a few letters off from Caco, and maybe I figured out what calcite is all along. Oh, geez, this thing is busted. That open workstation should work. If I can make it that far, oh my god, look at it. It's freaking out. Those legs twitching around. Like that's not me, that's the mech. It's having a hard time. Let's see what we are working with. New invention, jump design. Tap while airborne to bounce. Hold to anchor, hold longer to charge and jump higher. Can do some mech customization. And I have just enough Dalium, which is good since I just bought that one from the shop. It's probably why they don't let you buy that other piece, is because if they did that, I guess they'd have to just balance out how much you'd get from the quest reward. That way you wouldn't buy something from that shop and then not be able to give your mech the jump. Great, that'll have to do for now. At least it'll hop again. I need to polish up the brake ability as well. Brake design. Launch a small explosive at the ground that will uproot objects upon impact. Okay. For a second, I was picturing brake as in, you know, say, grabbing a coconut and breaking it in half. Dad said in his day it was hard to get. Now it's easy. I guess that is true. But even then, if it was difficult to get and you could get a ton of it at once, though, they're really that hard? Love it when mechs have spidery legs instead of being bipedal. Hell yeah. They look way more intimidating. With more legs, more power, am I right? Ding! Launch a small explosive at the ground. Good. I eat the cactuite, I suddenly start saying, haha, hoo hoo, tee hee, and then die. The autopsy reveals high radiations of comedy was the cause of death. Calcite. Just radiating off comedy. Killing the wielder. There's some additional functions. I guess these are just what it has by default. So since I bought that one little upgradey piece, do you suppose that's for myself or can I stick this on the mech? I think that's for me, I guess, since it's in tools here. Whoa, hang on. Open back, thank you. Use custom style? Ooh, ooh, oh. Alright, how do I adjust the color? Oh, that's how I adjust the color. Chat. I can make the mech whatever color I want it to be. So look, you can make it... I guess there's a little bit of a restriction because you can see that it doesn't appear like I could make it. Never mind. You can make it obnoxious magenta color. I'm going to try to go for the light mint shade. Maybe a little bit... No, let's go for dark green, because then I would be like insecty bug. Oh, hang on, stop. Though we could also do black, because I am spider, then it would be, say, like a black widow. Make it CacophC color, on brand coloring. But I could also be dark, like the night. We'll go for that. I keep wanting to hit B and go back rather than just slide over. Ooh, that's interesting. You can also swap around the colors like this. I guess if you start applying a color and you're like, oops, I didn't want that to be that color. I can also copy. Does that mean copying this entire... Wait. Oh, that's convenient. No, it resets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's this first. I guess I can't modify it. It makes it seem like I can, since I can click onto it. I'm trying to see if I can... I think the copy paste might be that you're copying this color code, so if I had multiple pieces, you would then say copy the color combination from hull and paste it over into legs. I was hoping I could copy the color from here and paste it over into the next group. I don't know, when I'm using the mouse here, I don't know what... I can right click, I can see to swap between the colors. I don't know specifically what button I'm supposed to press on the keyboard or the mouse to swap around the color. So then I just grab the controller again, because I know with the right control stick I can modify it. And what are we changing here? Little accents? Let's make them sort of a gold color, I think. Gold is a really hard color to achieve because it's sort of on an edge between it can become too bronzy colored or brassy, or will start getting too green and become this just weird shade of yellow. Or will just straight look yellow rather than gold. It's a hard color to get right, but I think that's it right there. That's pretty good. Oh, and of course I hit B again because as the color pop up, which automatically is there when I hover over it, but it makes me think that I'm selected on the color and want to hit back. more accent. Maybe we'll make this one black. And I'm going to want to match this to the pre-existing legs so it doesn't look like the mech is all a mess. But that means it's also a hard one to get because I don't know how to copy the colors between each other. Let's see. They get very far off. A little bit in the middle-ish, like so. It's up in that upper band, but not quite that high. There we are. That's not exact. I can see a little bit of a difference, but it's close enough to where you can barely notice it. There we go. It looks exactly like a bug now, I say, looking at the camera, smiling. Color picker was designed for controller, don't know how to do it with the mouse. Yeah, I don't know either. I suppose that's it. Talk to the people. We've customized our mech, so let's go ahead and take a sleep for the night. Camo bug, undetectable to the human eye. I say, painting it magenta. Why would someone steal Dad's rig? Why would someone steal a car? I don't get it. Who would want it so badly? What did I miss? Why would someone steal something? I don't get it. Dad, so sorry. Nice of you to insect some bug jokes into this game. Comedy. And hello there, slime, and welcome. What? Did they go out and collect some additional materials last night? Because they did not have these options last night. Got up early this morning and collected some more materials, I suppose. I'm off to Nightlight. Do you mind, showing me where, Nightlight actually is? Alright, hop in your rig and follow this trail. Now get out of here. Got work to do. You're the best! She blushes, surprised by the comment. Yeah, well, whatever, get out of here. Hello there, Edward, and welcome. They said the shoemaker will be near Nightlight Village. Gotta keep searching. Okay. So, I don't know if this is like, this entirety is Nightlight Briar? So I don't know where Nightlight Village is. But the only option I have for going to a place is over here at the Withered Rock. These question marks, can't select them. So I guess we're going down here. Oh. The foundation of this machine isn't too different from the things Dad and I have been tuning up this summer. I bet that engine could handle some modifications. Look at that, the way it reaches out with its little legs. Whee! You might turn it into something special yet, little one. It's like I'm Superman with my arms outstretched. Yahoo! I am Superman Spider Mech. Whee! All right, and I can, ooh, I'm fast. Or it feels fast. I don't know if it's just the size of the mech that makes it feel speedy. Ching! Oh. It'd be interesting if I could walk into the thorns and damage my mech. Whee! Ah, I just crashed into that little branch. Ow! The pain. Hello? Stonefly height. Yeah, we're not very far along into it so far, but hello there, V-Cosmos, and welcome to the stream. Wait, don't fall! No, my little piece of material! Oh, I lost it. Fuck you. I leave. Whee! gotta be more stuff around, alright? Tracking flies, keep...
Is this a giant rock that can break?
No. Somebody help me! I don't know. Are you going to give me rewards for helping you? These bugs are raiding our shop. I don't know where this guy is either. Are the... Tracking flies gonna lead me over to him? Am I just gonna totally whiff this guy's asking for help? No, here we go. Anybody, please help. You and the machine, get rid of these pesky bugs. Well, alright. Those ones have some very long horns on them. Ow! Maybe we'll go ahead then and focus on taking them out so they can't attack me. Just whisk them right off the edge. Oh, we got some more of those attack beetles. Take them down. Simple. Spear beetles. Ugh. What'd be more threatening? Something that can stab you or something that has big pinchers that can do a little bit of a snip? I guess that is what that's like. If you got big bug pinchers, kind of like a pair of scissors. Huh, I thought that beetle was still around. Didn't quite get him off the edge. Didn't expect a horse pilot to help me. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, I'm not actually a... Well, never mind. You're welcome. Can you tell me who bought boots with this print on the bottom?
Oh, tracks like those are from custom-built shoes. But I don't actually make the shoes, so I couldn't tell you who they were for. Sorry.
Well, can I speak to the person who makes them?
Right, yeah. Mr. Cobblestone is out on Jensen Trail gathering materials. Maybe he can tell you more? I'm Henry, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'll see if I can track him down.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Wow, can I just go just like that? Oh. And then we teleport. Why can't I just teleport to every location? And hello there, Lunchy Popo. Welcome to the stream. It's awfully pretty. Yeah, I think many people have made the comment now. Damn, game looks good. Cobblestone, more like Cobblerstone, eh? Honestly, pretty much what I was thinking. Oh, every time these bugs hiding away in the rock. Oh, okay. We've got a couple of big bugs over here. Maybe I'll just fly right on by them. Excuse me, tracking beetles, tracking flies. Show me where I'm supposed to go. I think I can climb up these sort of mushroomy rocks, yes. And then we'll just leave. Oh, can't do it with this area though. Have to actually take these guys down since we're locked in the area thanks to CG net barrier that pops up. Okay, that's it. These cobblestone jokes are rock bottom and more comedy. Flesh person bringing in the real jokes that we need. Ow, man, are these guys like shooting me while I'm up in the air? Stop it. Whoa. Okay. Get out, and you. Taking you down next. That way you can't just shoot me. At least with the little tiny mite bugs that can't attack me, I don't have to worry about them at all. They're just kind of in the way. Don't have to stun them in order to get rid of them. Oop. Something special. We'll start here when traveling from camp. Oh, it's a checkpoint, so it is special. Wallflies, where to next? Oh. Well, that's not what I wanted from that rock. Get out of here. I leave. Really? If I'm not being trapped into combat around these areas, the beetles pop out and I just go, I don't know. Maybe just leave. Except perhaps for this spot, since that's a pretty good pile of material, I would like to collect that in peace. Those stupid beetles down there, yeah right. Look at that. They're trying to get to me. They can't. Pathetic. Ooh, and I got a new invention for mining speed. Ooh, caterpillar lance design. Fashioned after the antennae on the fierce caterpillar. Ooh. This place is crawling with pests. They're everywhere. That's why we have to kill them. That's why we call them pests, too. Call up my flies again to make sure I'm heading in the right direction. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Wildly, that makes me wonder if that's death down there. I guess since my flies are saying, yeah, you can travel down, it's probably safe. I'm gonna go over into here, just kind of peek and see if there's anything hidden, material-wise, but doesn't look like it. Whoa. There's a good oh my god. Yeah, this spot has a good number of beetles, but still more material here, and I want to get that. A snap charge to bounce these little critters up in the air would be really useful. Tweaked brake design. Ooh, a larger radius for my little, explosives. Get out of here. I just blew him right through that giant vine, I think. Take the little material, Thalium. Ooh. More wind ride. Whee! Ah. Man, not having that mech for my dad or even one of the other people really highlights how slowly I mine with this mech. Goddamn slow as hell. Ow. Bad. Repair. Alright, you're next. Ah, you got your back. Oh, no, he closed his wings again. Wait. And then, oh, what? Ow, I think he launched that projectile, like, right at me as I was trying to get him. Ow, and then I think he landed on me and hurt. Ow. Stop it. Or it's these, I don't like the lance bugs. Let's focus on them. They're the worst ones. Ow. I think the range was a bit intense on that explosive projectile that big beetle sent out. Repair, and then we sneak back over to these guys. There we go. Stunned and whoosh away. I like when these little tiny mites all get up into a pile stuck together. It looks silly. Alright, you. I wait. Ha! I strike as he lifts his wings up. Oh. I was hoping I'd be able to get him in one run there, but not quite. Aha! The fool! Imagine your opponent holding bow at ready. You were holding shield. You could just keep holding your shield up. But no, you lower it, and then they just shoot arrow at you. Wind coming out of this thing is like a stiff breeze. You can do better. I like the idea that as I'm going around in this mech, Anika is just coming up with ideas. She's traveling around in mech and she's just like, you know, this part of the mech, kind of shitty. I could make this better. And then we just get new blueprint ideas. Got to get higher. We'll draw up some new plans. Ooh, increased jump height. That would be lovely. Getting to jump up higher and then also having that greater radius for my brake. Wait, am I gonna get a grouping upgrade? She's thinking about that over there. Pull design, pull uprooted objects inward. Great for catching boomlings off guard. Man, yeah, Anika has so many ideas for this mech. Just flying around the entire time. She's like, oh hell, you know what would be great? This thing. Ow. Yeah, man, these guys just launch out their projectiles in the air really fast. Oh, didn't quite get this guy off the edge. There we go. Whoop. One more, and we got him, and he's off. You. Oh, wait, he's not down all the way. Stupid, get out. Come on. Come on, lift up your shield, loser. Stupid bug. There we are, moron. Oh! Not quite. Only seem to be able to manage 3 hits off on him. Come on. Huh? I just got an achievement, and it's called Yeehaw. It's the perfect achievement name for me. Yeehaw. Ah! What was that? I don't like it. I think it's this guy biting me. Stop it. I blow him away. Bully. Mean. Yeehaw. Man, why isn't every achievement just called Yeehaw? Why doesn't every achievement end in Yeehaw? Imagine how much more exciting it would be for your achievements if they just always said Yeehaw at the end. You completed level. Yeehaw. And voting for Caco Yeehaw for the next emo. That would be like a K-Kona or a cowboy, yeah? Yeehaw, Trent. Off we go. Just imagine Caco design and cowboy hat. Kakona, now there is a name for it. An engine grub? I've only seen them in my books. The patterning is really different. Oh my god, they're fast! I see, that's why it's blue, is because it's a sonic beetle, obviously. How topical. Oh! Oh! He just blasted me right off the edge! Oh my god! That's why, oh, there's so many of them, the sonic beetles. They've even got the little sort of spines on them. Oh my god. Get away from me. Stop! Don't blast me away. I blast you off the side, thank you. Caco boy, oh my god, that's also pretty good. Cowboy. And ooh. Oh, that one. In his attempt to get me, just blasted off the edge. Maybe that's how I should really get them. Bait him over here. Hey, dude. Come on, come get me. Oh. How about over here? Huh? My engine bug guy. Nope. Well, I'll take care of you myself then. Those engine grubs really move. If I could get more juice out of this thing, I could dash like they do. Oh, I could be... Oh, chat. I could be a Sonic mech. We could recolor our mech so it's all blue. I wonder if we could get some customizations to add sort of little spinies to it. It'd be so perfect. Sonic OC mech.
This is my Sonic Mech OC. I call it Dash. Ho ho. Hee hee.
Come on, guys. Trying to keep things nice and tidy up here. Can't do that when you're still around. By tiny bugs. That's just Mecha Sonic! Oh! I've already been bitten! I want a yellow mech that got the words, "Everything will be okay," painted on the side, and then it's your Tails OC mech. Oh, hell. Alright, Flies, where are we going?
Oh, out along this branch. Okay. Perfect to fly around with as you fly around in your Tails OC just going, "Wow, everything will be okay." Eee. Whoa. Whoa. Huh, I made it to the other side. Oh, I knew everything would be okay.
It's Horace holding up finger. It's metal, Sonic. Thank you very much. Get your Sonic naming correct. Thank you. Killing this guy because I hate him. Oh, he also gave me a seed casing. I don't know what those will be used for, but I guess I have one more of them now. Ooh, there's some little spots of material there. Very good. I like my Lauronite now is at 6,000. Good material amount. Ooh, another checkpoint.
Hello, are you Mr. Cobblestone, who owns the shop back in Nightlight Briar?
Oh, yes, I am. Who's asking?
Do you remember making boots with this on the bottom?
I do. The seams on those were particularly fine.
I'm looking for the person you made them for.
I don't remember much about them. They seemed like they were in a hurry.
Anything else you can tell me?
They were all weather boots. Blue Spruce Mountain is the only place around here that gets any snow. It's outside of town, above the hollow tree. They might have passed through there.
Alright, thanks. This is super helpful. Also, you're welcome for saving your shop from bugs.
Huh? Anika, was that really necessary to tell him about that? The other guy already thanked you. You don't need to walk around being like,
"Yes, hello, Excuse me, but I'll have you know your shop was under attack, and I did fix it for you.
"You're welcome," and then you walk away smugly.
There definitely was a cache in this area. Kinda busy, kid?
Alright, how about you? You're not as busy because I'm able to buy stuff from you.
Mr. Cobblestone said they would be heading for snow. I should keep searching Nightlight Briar for trails.
Stoodler just walking into chat, just going, chat, I'll have you know that I'm really great. Adjusts sunglasses, looks over at other chat members, winking.
Other chat members look back. Oh wow, he must be great since he said so.
Alright, you don't need to tell me multiple times. I'm trying to peek over here at my mech stuff so I can see about doing upgrades. Inventory designs, here we go. So here's Caterpillar Lance design. Built, designed, and fashioned after the antenna on the fierce caterpillar. I could do that. We've got the hull. I almost said hurl. I hope this isn't a hurl durability. You know, unless on the other hand, if hurl durability means it's harder to make me throw up, maybe it makes the mech less nauseating, I wouldn't mind getting that durability increase so I'm not, you know, running around barfing everywhere. We've got pull design. Pull uprooted objects inward. I like it has a little video here to show off what it means. Honestly, that would be pretty convenient, yeah, for it showing off the little video. Nicely gathering together the insects so you don't have to fly around quite all over the place. Easier to just sweep them away that way. Also got this tether upgrade, increase pickup speed and range, increase brake radius. I'd like that one, but we need to go buy a pressure mold. Mining speed. gust design. Ooh, additional. This would have bigger wind gusts. Don't care about dash. I like pretty much never used the dash even at the initial stage when it was giving me the sort of the tutorial area. Jump height wouldn't be bad, but I don't have any dino height. I'd kind of like to try the caterpillar lance. I'm into tweaked brake, caterpillar lance. Try that one. Ooh, it's like I've got some horns now. Look at that. No, you know what it's like? Now there's 8. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This makes it into a proper spider with 8 legs. However, these legs are more like arms. So it's like I'm either shrugging all the time, or like I've got my hands held up, like the little hypers emote, you know? Here I am, running around in my mech, just going like, wee, hooray, I love being a spider, yahoo, yahey! We're flying around in the wind, wee! But we're gonna have to go buy the pressure mold in order to get that tweaked brake. So let's run over there. Hello, I would like 1 pressure mold, please. Which I can't afford. So I get it. Oh, whoops, no! I didn't want to leave yet, go back. I hit the wrong button. Tweaked brake, please. That doesn't really look any different, though. Alright, anything else that we want? I would love the pole, however, buying and upgrading there makes it so that I don't have enough laurinite. If I did in the first place, I don't now, regardless. But since I do have enough for this upgraded hull durability, I might as well upgrade that as well. And checking what's required on the rest, as well as materials, can't really do much else. Oh, see? Those little horn pieces, the little arms outstretched? It's part of the antenna. Kind of stuck on like this. I wonder if it actually does anything, or if it's just an aesthetic piece that I've stuck onto my mech. Well, mech, I suppose we should head off for the next area. Ooh. That means we were at Withered Rock, and we already were at Nightlight Village, I think, so we're continuing to look around the Nightlight Briar. Unless I just need to go to one of these other past areas. Looking specifically at where these question marks are, since I started down here last time and I went up and found Nightlight Village, and then I found the Shoemaker, I'm going to assume I need to go to Nightlight, and then we're going to be able to take some other paths at this area. So we'll start here. I fly over in this direction and grab these materials I spot on this leaf. That little guy, too. Alright, lead the way, my little bugs. So we're going to head over here to the right. So, before I continue, chat, I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. And actually, the volume is louder when I have it unpaused, honestly, so I'll leave the game unpaused. It's not like a bug's gonna fly out from somewhere, but I'll be right back. Bathroom break. Alright, bathroom break's over. That means if you're not back with your snack or your own bathroom break, you're gonna miss everything important that's happening now. You know what I just remembered, Chet? The other day when I was coming upstairs and passing by my sister, here I am walking, I wave to sister, she waves back at her computer, and I notice this black thing up on the ceiling. I look up and I look at it. Oh, it's a spider directly above her. I point to it and I'm like, yo, there's a spider there. And she looks up at it and is like, oh, yeah, what do you know? And then we both kind of shrug and she continues playing her game and I walk away. The next morning I woke up and I found she was killed because the spider murdered her. And then you burned the house down, right? That was plan B, but I think the spider was lost at that point. It was kind of a lost cause. Call the cops. We need to find that spider. Killed my sister. That has to get punished. Also, hello there, Faux Romano, and welcome to the stream. For a second, I thought that engine beetle was just gonna blast off the edge, like, right after it just spawned. I was prepared to call it a fool. Oh. It makes it like this guy, is he stuck? I think he got himself mildly stuck there. I don't think I got the pull design, right? So I can't pull these guys together. Maybe I should have gotten that design. I think that's definitely what I'm going to opt for next when we get back to town. Give myself the pull upgrade. That way it's easier to just blow all these little tiny mite guys off the edge. Because they're a little bit of a pain to just get because they're so small and there's so many of them. Please. Tiny mites, get out. I don't want you here. That spider is mind controlling her. Oh my god. What if after we both looked up at the ceiling and I left because we're both like, spider ain't doing nothing. Spider was the tragic backstory that turned Caco into spider-hating vigilante. And little do I know that my arch nemesis is actually my sister being mind-controlled by Spider. That spider fell down on top of her overnight, burrowed into her brain. Now she's just a spider-controlled person now. Can I reach those two material pieces? Huh? Huh? Aha, I can. How sneaky. Like that you then can pretty much climb on anything. I don't know if I can jump high enough to reach these leaves, though. Ben. Imagine, chat. One of your siblings, friend, parent even, they seem to have been acting a little bit peculiar these last few days. And then it becomes late at night, you pass by their bedroom and you hear them talking to someone. That's strange, because there should be only one in their bedroom right now. You real sneaky like, you lean up your head against their door, and you listen in. What's that? They're saying something about an invasion? Invasion of what? The spiders, they say. We will conquer all. No more will we hide away in the shadows, in our webs or with wild hunting. Soon, we shall be at the top of the food chain. This is what you hear. Just start sweating, and you peek through the door, and you just see their bed, completely covered in spiders. Oh, you shut the door again, and you head to your own bedroom. I didn't see you. You're just gonna pretend you didn't see anything. What? No. Hello? Is this thing working? Man, who? I guess the radio I put in that junker worked. What do you want?
I was traveling up towards Spruce Mountain. My rig stopped moving and it's cold and I think I'm stuck. Please help. Don't worry, we're on our way, Anne. You'll need a thicker shell on your rig before going up Blue Spruce. She's gonna need dynatite. Might as well bring her along tomorrow. She wouldn't survive.
Do you remember your first Alpha Aphid mission?
Hate it when you use that against me.
Use the help, Blair.
Okay, rookie. We're tackling an alpha. We think one is nearby. But we need more tracking data to know exactly where it's going to be. Tell you what, you can track it down, then you can tag along. But running an alpha aphid isn't like jumping puddles, kid. Oh, I know. So you know how risky it is then? Yeah, I've read all about them. Did your little book tell you that aphids are giant bugs 100 times larger than any rig you've piloted? That they have tusks thicker than a tree root? And only come up for air once a month? That the best loot from deep inside the world covers their back? And every creature with teeth goes into a frenzy to get some before the behemoth dives back into the ground? Sounds like a boss!
Blair, be nice. The kid is a fast learner.
Gotta come up with something insulated to chase down Dad's rig.
Ah, so I think up the snow shell design. Alpha bug? Yeah, it sounds like those are gonna be the boss bugs, huh? She's been kicking ass. He's just being a dick. He doesn't mean 100 times bigger, does he? I go out to fight the alpha bug. Here's my mech right here, the rig. Now imagine something 100 times bigger. It'll be like one of the giant Colossus enemies in Monster Hunter, right? Just tiny old me. Huge monster bug. And I can make this. And the snow shell design that I need with dynatite and... Hang on, I'm pretty sure that the shopkeep person over here sold neutron epoxy. Clara, I think their name was. Excuse me, Clara. You've got the neutron epoxy. See, it takes a material there. We purchase one. Whoops. Want to hit the wrong button. Yep, that takes the laurinite in order to get the piece for the snow shell design. So now we just need 160 dynatite. So we have to go find that alpha and kill them. And I can't exactly make anything else still for my mech. So I suppose we'll just go off and find where that alpha beetle is, huh? Like a flea on the back of a titan. Oh, then I guess it's kind of like Shadow of the Colossus, right? Here you are, tiny human, and you climb up this giant Colossus creature. Except I'm in a mech. I'm going to assume right here is where I'm going to want to go. Ravenwood said there should be blue tracking flies that lead to clues about the migration of these alpha aphids. I don't know if I should start at Nightlight Village or over here at the Blue Spruce Trailhead. Well, I guess we'll try Blue Spruce Trailhead and see about what the beetles are gonna do. You need to keep an eye out for little glowing blue flies while out on patrol. They can sense the alpha aphids moving underground and will usually lead you to places where you can gather data about where the buggers are going to appear. We need to know as much as we can about where the aphids will show up, for how long, where they are coming from, and such, so we can plan accordingly. So I can plan out a proper raid. So knock yourself out, you little seed pod. Okay, Ravenwood said there should be blue tracking flies that lead to clues about the migration of these alpha aphids. So, I guess we're just going to fly around, perhaps? I don't know if this is quite the right map for it, but I think we're going to want to maybe fly backwards for the clues, because forwards feels like it might just lead me up into the icy snow area, where my mech can't function. Yeah, and trying to use my normal tracking flies just kind of pops up Anika's dialogue there. So you have to specifically find the blue tracking flies just out in the world, I think. Here's a little ledge area. Let's see about this. Also, thank you for following a real flesh person. Appreciated. Avoid their projectile. Man, I was a little bit too low there on flying in order to get the big bug. Come on. Here we go. Oh, I didn't quite get him. Just barely on that little tiny ledge there. He hangs on. I look over at him and I just shove him off the edge. Bye. Nothing else around right here. Can't destroy that, right? Oh, I can. Which also spawns some little bug guys who would also like a piece of this. Ow. The launch on the Lancer bugs are a little bit harder to just dodge from being in the air. I guess that's where the dash move would be useful. Because then they'd launch something off at me and then I could just dash midair out of the way. You. Stop that. Blow them off the edge.
And then I collect my little pieces. Da-da-dee.
Marvelous. Alright, can we go over this way? Is this area going to be too cold? Is this a little tiny secret spot? No, I think it's just the lighting. It made it look a little bit like a cave from a distance. The dash ability and blink are two different things. You haven't used dash before. Alright. If they're... can't land? I guess it doesn't want me to go up in that direction, so we're going to fly back. But if they kind of function similarly, I might not use them as often. Since if it just does, again, the little speed forward, then it's kind of equivalent enough to where I might not use it a ton beyond trying to dodge stuff.
Only way to find out is to make them.
Ooh, true point. Though at the same time, I used blink, what, one time? So it's not like I would have the best point of reference. Ooh. I found some blue flies. Blue flies lead the way. And look, these ones are much friendlier than my own flies because they wait for me. They fly forward a little bit and they go,
oh, we're flying a little bit too fast, aren't we? Don't worry, we'll take a little pause to wait for you.
See, look at that. How nice of them.
And then when I catch up, they go, okay, great, let's keep going then.
Go up. Yeah, you haven't ran a dash build yet. I guess then, when we go back to town, we'll have to make one of those. Uh-oh. Some wind back over there. We'll have to make a dash blueprint. Ooh, I found some tracks of the Nightlight Alpha. It really is like Monster Hunter there. The blue flies go out and lead me over to the trail pieces. That way I can figure out where the large monster hides. Can I fly over here? Nope. Look, I like this little edge piece because it's
Kind of like a nice, cozy little spot at the edge of this branch. Ooh, snuggle up.
I think that also took me to 80% complete. So now we just need just a touch more discovering. And then we should be able to figure out where that alpha aphid is. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go up that direction though. Looks a little bit too snowy for me. Wonder how successful a Monster Hunter game with mechs would be. Oh my god, imagine a Monster Hunter game where you're in a mech. So then when you fight the giant alpha monsters, you fight them off in a mech rather than just, you know, shooting off really big cannons. Isn't that kind of Horizon Zero Dawn in a way? I don't know. I haven't looked at much gameplay or have played Horizon Zero Dawn, so I couldn't say. But technically, that is also not Monster Hunter. So if Horizon Zero Dawn had that happen in it, still another point case. Monster Hunter's gotta get on top of it. You get to ride on robots, but you don't pilot mechs. Then what's even the point? Ride on robot? You could say you're riding on a robotic horse, but I would not call that at all comparable to having or being in an actual mech. Not the same experience. Horizon Zero Dawn is more the monsters are mechs. Ow. I couldn't see those guys very well because of the camera. These sort of stems that are, right here in front, making this very awkward. Ow. Stop it. You're already weird to fight because of that stem vine that was over there, blocking my camera view. There's one guy taken care of. Now for the rest of you. I also see that I did unlock some blue flies over there, but with the amount of material at this spot, I would like to collect that. I can't tell if I'm knocking this Lancer bug off, which is definitely not the case because I can see his bar refilling. Come on. That Lancer bug is in a very awkward spot for being able to knock off the side. So we'll just go ahead and forget him for a moment, and we'll clear out this one instead. Ow. My shell is starting to crack. Uh-oh. Oh, not looking too good. Oh, but it did make me think about how I should probably upgrade my hull a little bit more. Come on, stupid, See, the Lancer ones are really the worst ones because of how well they can shoot me. Whoop, he's gonna shoot. All right, I did dodge that projectile. Get him knocked out. Off the edge. Okay. Now we can focus on these large beetles. Come on. Oh, we got one of the biters here. Actually, it looks like there's a few of them. So we're gonna knock that guy off first, and then I guess I'll get these little guys here. Blow them away. Ooh. Alright, you. Lift up. Wings shown. Flash me. Perfect. Alright, that was one round. Need you to do it again. Lift up that skirt. The fly skirt of yours, baby. Okay, get out. You'd get to make monster mechs out of monster parts on Monster Hunter if it did have mechs. Oh man. Oop. I wish getting hit gave me good ideas. I don't know if that would be a good... I think maybe you should opt for saying, I wish this other thing that's less violent would give me ideas. You know, maybe taking battle damage isn't the best way to get inspiration. Maybe you could watch videos instead and... You know, if you had a choice, I think saying something like, man, I wish I would get great ideas while, say, I don't know, watching movies, eating ice cream, because then you wouldn't have to go out and battle people for your inspiration. You could just sit down comfy-like on your couch, and then eat a bowl full of ice cream. That sounds like a much better option that's way more relaxed and comfy. See, that's a good idea I didn't get from being hit. But what if you got that idea from eating ice cream? Constantly hitting yourself for inspiration. Here you are, you're going to your college classes, going to your work for the day, and you just show up covered in bruises, and then your coworkers or schoolmates are like, oh my god, what the hell happened to you? And you're like, well, I was trying to come up with some good ideas today. And there we go. We've got the tracks completed. So now we need to head back to the camp. I'm gonna peek around really quick, though. Look at that, arrow design. Glide faster while airborne, that'd be nice. I'd like to just be naturally faster. I'm peeking around a little bit just to see if there's not some materials that I can grab real quick before I head back to town. Don't beat yourself up over it. Yeah? Alright. So now that that prompt has gone away, how can I navigate back to town? See, some of these design setups, while the gameplay is certainly not Monster Hunter-like, does give me some Monster Hunter vibes. Oop. Oh, there we go. I can click the camp button that way. Alright, Clara. Oh. I was gonna be able to talk to her and show off that I got everything. I can go fight the alpha aphid now. Alright. Ooh. I also saw that briefly while I was trying to figure out how to go back to camp, but I also see, now looking at it more properly, that it seems that just having things done or doing things are what's gathering me the EXP. So damage taken? Research further to invent new designs. So yeah, chat. You get beat up, you come up with new ideas. XP for doing various things. You could say that's comparable though to how some games say you have a fishing skill, and in order to get or level up that fishing skill, you have to fish. A little bit comparable, if you think about it in that manner. Function, designs, that's where I want to look. Probably getting an upgraded hull wouldn't be bad. But some of these other options, I guess I commented on the dash, we do not have enough Dalium to upgrade that though. So we can't add a dash. We can't do jump because we have no dino yet. We would need 2 neutrons for the mining speed. We can get the pull design though. So if I would really like to try out the pool design, though faster gliding would be nice. And I can't get both. I'm gonna opt for pull, because I think blowing off the little guys off the edge is more tedious. I guess then that's just going to be a new upgrade I can use. Another jump, break, push. Hold F. Well, hang on. If I move around the controller, will that change? There we go. If I hold LB, that tethers. Alright, shoot a silk line to pick up small objects and tow big ones. I'm gonna be like a tow truck now. Grab the big beetles, pull them around. Ha-ha! Is there a point to resting? Maybe different bugs and the like appear at different times of the day? Because I can see there's sort of a nighttime. Hang on. They said that the briar is the oldest living thing in the world. Ooh. It's supposed to be made of something flexible and sturdy. Look, it's me in the middle. It's made of people. People are flexible and sturdy. The briar is people, chat. And ancient. It's a really old person, chat. Wait, uh-oh, I don't know why I constantly want to hit the wrong buttons, but I accidentally rested again, and now I'm apologizing to Dad. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. I'll find the rig and bring it home. I just finished my playthrough while watching, Horace says, slapping down spoilers in chat. It ends like this, and then this happens, and whoo boy, it's absolutely wild. Just wait until you see this mech you're going to unlock. I would never, Horace lies. Putting down more spoilers in chat and telling me what to do. What the fuck, Horace? Well, I bought it the day it came out. I can't help it. Oh my god. Alright, let's hop away. Look at that. Oh! Look at how close it is to me over here. Hey, rookie. You're gonna need dynamite for your snow shell. Look for orange and gray. Chocolate bar stuff? I guess they have chocolate bars? Okay. I'm trying to use the pole, but it didn't seem like it's doing anything. Let me see. Oh, maybe like that? I think that's the pull. Okay, let's knock these guys off the side. Get rid of the engines. Hang on, that's a Lancer Beetle. I wonder if it's worthwhile to hang around at this part of the hull. Hook wasps are engulfing my hull. I can't shake them. Uh-oh. Oh my god, there's so many bugs! Alright, let's get the Lancers. Alright, come on. Well, I guess I'm just blowing everything off the edge. Oh my god. Is that guy got a flame? These beetles have got some flame aesthetics on them. What's up with that? My wing system. Ow. Maybe I should... Uh-oh. Oh, I see my whole repair. Oh! As a breeze flows through. I can only repair my hull so often. Okay, so what I think we'll do... What? Am I not able to mine? Is it not letting me do that? Oh! Ah! Ah! I shouldn't have jumped. I should have stayed anchored down. And I guess that just lasts until I die? Or did it finish just at the very end? Just as I got blown off, it cut me and was like, all right, there we go, that's the mission. You didn't lose because you got blown off, you only have a certain amount of time. Yeah, then holy hell, that was some timing. And there we go, now I can fabricate that snow shell design. Woohoo! So I've got 350 dynatite I can use. So obviously I have to at least get the snow shell design so I can progress. So we're going to fabricate that one. Ooh, ooh. I'm contemplating looking at this. Oh my god. The power. Ooh, whoa, hang on, she has wings? We're uprooting camp in the morning. I should be gonna go tomorrow. I don't know what you're chasing, but I hope you find what you're looking for. And stay out of Blackwood. There have been multiple dragon mantis sightings in that area. Oh, I'm gonna head north, so I should be okay. Us too. Maybe we can travel together for a bit. I'd like that. Ravenwood. I was grabbing food in town today, and the bugs behind me in line said they saw the Phantom heading towards... The what? The Crystal Phantom is a... save it, Clara. Probably just a rumor. But they said it was just a... Clara. I should get some rest before tomorrow. I love my mech. Chat, look at its legs now. It's like it's gotten... Chat, my mech hit the gym. He got those sick gains. And now my mech is thick. Thick thighs, baby. Ooh. See that? But it only did leg day. It skipped out on arms. So it walks out big, muscly, meaty thighs. Little stick arms. Field scan. Downward-facing laser scanner that detects material properties and applies them to the rig's exterior? Don't know what that means. I don't know what that's gonna do. Intriguing. Now what else do we have? Oh, damn. We'd have to go fight or collect off of another alpha aphid, I suppose, if we wanted to be able to get some more jump power. We can't get the arrow, too expensive. Same with dash. So that probably means we can't afford... Ooh, hang on. Let me just get some more hull durability. You know why? Actually, now that I'm thinking of the colors, this is probably why they let you do an easy swap. Is so you can apply the colors and then be like, hold on. You know, I wonder what would look like if, say, the gold section was black and then the black section was gold. And then you just do a little swap and you see what that looks like. And then you don't have to go onto the specific colors themselves and swap them around. Ooh. I like the black accents on it like that, I think. I'm feeling this. Let's go with that. Right, and I believe that is... Well, oh, actually, we can still afford the repair speed upgrade. Does anything else require the Dalium? Dash does. So if we want to hoard for the dash design, won't want to spend it on the repair speed. think we're gonna go with repair speed. Because I feel like I've been repairing a decent amount, so having that be a little bit faster seems like it would be convenient. Alright, and anything that requires hardened crystal, I like the fact that they make these color-coded, so you can essentially just use the color to go, hey, the dynatite is sort of an orangey yellow color. The pebble rivet is also sort of an orangey yellow color, so they're related. You use dynatite to get the pebble rivet. Hardened crystal, neutron epoxy, same cases for them. Like the way the leg colors look now? Oh, hell yeah, I do too. Even on the spikes that are underneath them, it's excellent. And now we're gonna get a little bit of rest. Take a nice nap before we go out for the day. It's the next step. It's another step away from home. I'll bring it back, Dad. Fountain. Hey, newbie, get over here and take a glide with me. Gotta say, you're not a shabby pilot. You've almost got that hopper of yours in a proper state. Thanks. Hey, Anne, Tulip wanted to ask but was too nervous. Lyra! They'd like to use some of the designs you came up with. Oh, hell yeah. Yes, of course. The junker is yours to keep. It's more than just a ceramic metal pet project now. Protect it. Don't let anyone take it. With all the work you've put into it, losing it would be very bad. Right. 2, you should tell Anne about the idea you had when you were fighting the dragon mantis. Maybe she would have some ideas for... No, I shouldn't. Huh? Oh. Good luck on your journey, whatever you are doing. Take care of yourself, little seed pod. Which way you going? I'm head left. We part ways here then. It was nice to tag along for a while. Thanks again for everything. Bye, Anne. We'll miss you. You're gonna be okay. Goodbye, everyone. I'm gonna miss Clara in particular. She was the best. Sorry to backseat a bit, but I don't think they ever explained selling. You should take a peek at the second tab in Clara's shop. I think I somewhat noticed that. The fact that there were different tabs, but I didn't really look at it. I imagine that it's sort of like a trade system then, trade out some material for some other kind of material. It's very snowy misty here. Oh, what? Is someone out there? Are you kidding me? Without a rig? Look, he's so cold. Help me. I need a lift. It's freezing out here. Can I ride along with you? I don't know you. I've seen you pass me a number of times. You were lost. I'm cold, but I know all the way out, and I can't get us out of here. I'm sorry. I don't know you at all, and you know what they say. Don't talk to strangers. Where are you even trying to go? I've been through here before, but I lost my rig, and I can't get out of the storm. All right, I guess. But you're sitting in the back compartment. I'm not letting you into the cockpit. Is it warm? Enough. All right. Don't trust him, he's a mimic. I look back behind me in the area he's staying, and I look back forward out my piloting window. A little bit late for that. Uh-oh. But hello there, Frosty Snow Queen. Welcome. What good timing. Here we are in the frosty wastelands, and you're the queen of them. Well, I hope this guy gets me through the haze. He's not giving me any tips. Alright. Guess we'll head along out here. Man, it's really hard to make out shapes. Turn right here, got it. What are you doing out here by yourself? Without a rig? Well, I'm on a quest of self-discovery. For what? Well, me, of course. What else do you discover on self-discovery quests? The name is pretty self-explanatory. You know, self-discovery. You want to take a left here.
Are you saying that you don't know who you are?
Are you so certain that you do?
Absolutely.
Well, I wish I was more like you then and was confident in who I am. Ugh.
I was attracted by the sound of snow.
Well, you have better ears than I do. It is to the right. I thought I was certain about my future, but as luck would have it, I'd been lost for a while.
And you didn't know it?
Was not ready to face it.
I don't understand what that means, Anika says, very confident in herself.
Turn right at this junction. Sometimes people chase after something outside of themselves, hoping it will bring their life meaning. My brother, for instance, is scouring El Camilla Gorge in pursuit of the Crystal Phantom.
I've heard of that.
Have you? I worry about him sometimes. He is known for chasing ghosts.
You know, just because something is a phantom, sometimes I'm not sure what I'm after.
I think that's a wonderfully good place to start. Not knowing, because then you can know at some point. You can't learn something that you already know. You know?
Looks like we made it through.
Oh, and now we can see everything again. Look at that. Lovely. There's just a whole lot of leaves below me. Guess we've ended up far up a tree. I don't know why climbing higher and not getting more snow, but okay. Ooh, I can use my flies now, and they're telling me I should be over here. So let me just change my direction. There we are. Now we're back on the main path. I like that. Oh,
Thank you for getting me through that.
you're welcome. It was a pleasant exchange. I hope your path forward becomes clearer so you can take it for yourself.
Yeah, me too.
Whoa, the thief.
Ooh, I think that means we're gonna find out who stole the rig. There's nowhere else they could have gone. They are here. You can feel it.
I like how geometric the body designs are in those art pieces.
I should search for more tracks. Huh. Ooh. All right, time to leave. Without Claire around, I won't be able to buy anything. Maybe there's a town nearby.
Just realize that your paint job looks a lot like Cricket from the start of the game. I miss Cricket. He was the best of us, it's true. Got scared off and I don't know if I'll ever see him again. Oh, Cricket. Ooh, new area. I see. So now that I guess you can see that the tracking in the top right there is 0% and how the little button is a little bit grayed out slightly. So I'd have to go back to one of these other areas to find more tracks in order to re-unlock the alpha aphid. That'll probably be the case too for the Crystal Phantom whenever we unlock that. So now we just start with the direction south. But I can also see how the Dynatite, it's not blocked out here like it is when I hover over these areas. So I might just be able to straight find Dynatite, not from the alpha aphid over here. New ability. Look, technically I already got this. Pull up, I guess it didn't tell me because I was at the boss when I had opened it up, so it didn't want to give me this tutorial pop-up. Pull uprated objects inward. Great for catching boomlings off guard. So now we can give it a better test run. Now that we won't have a million different kinds of, whoa! That's new. He's kind of like a little succulent with legs. Oh, see, I did just straight up find some Dynatite. Why did I have to go fight? I guess I had to go fight. Whee! The alpha aphid, because I couldn't access this area. But now that I can access this this area, you don't have to fight the alpha for the Dynatite. My materials. Filtered spring water? Ah. Oh, I bet I could sell those items that I'm finding at that selling system. And now I'm finding some Limudot. I don't think I've had that many blueprints that have required it, though. This zone is so pretty. Yeah, I like it. I like the colors. I'll never say, Horace says, smiling. The color contrast between all of the yellow background and then the harsher blue that's up here with the green. Especially with the fact that I've made my mech green up here on top. It makes it look very attractive. Whee! Ooh, I was very close to the edge. For a second, I was just for a second, I was concerned about just flying off. Ooh, we've got a couple of guys here. Oh! Oh my god! I did not expect them to do that. Repair my hole here. Again? To re-break me? Whoop. Okay. We need to knock these guys out, so we flip them over. Making sure to avoid now, we're gonna have to be more careful with these cactus succulent spiders. Ooh! Blasted me right off the edge there. As I was casually mixing up my lefts and my rights and kept wanting to hit left trigger, or right bumper I should say. I don't know what it is. Me and controls. With controllers, I always want to hit the wrong buttons. That was foolish, as I just kind of hung out next to Succulent Spider. Get off the edge, I want you gone. 1, 2, 3. And we'll knock him out. These spiders, whenever they spiral around while I'm still on the ground, you fools, you can't get me here. Oh, spiders suck? Eh. My rig! I hide over here and repair. Oh, stop! No! At least it's giving me some more cool durability designs. Knock them off the edge at least. You, sonic beetles, get out. You know, they do kind of look like they have snouts too. I'm definitely qualifying the Dash engine beetles as sonic beetles forever at this point, I think. I can't imagine, since they recommend playing with a controller in this game, with the way it controls definitely, the idea of playing this with a keyboard seems like it would be really awkward. But at the same time, it does make me curious about how that works exactly. Or how it would feel to play, if the controls would feel awful, or if sometimes, you know, games will be like, we recommend using keyboard, or we recommend using controller, and then you try using it and you're like, you know, actually, I'm totally fine with this non-recommended method. To get blasted off the edge again. You could try it, I never did. And I probably won't either. Kind of like Don't Starve, I played a little bit with a keyboard and mouse, but I play it mostly with controller just because it's so nice and laid back feeling. Wait, hang on. I pull these guys together and I blast them off the edge. The pull seems so airy. Can I use it? Excuse me. Stop it, tiny bug. You too. Please just get out. Leave. This is why I need big gusts, is so I can blow them off easier. Alright, and now we get to collecting. Don't Starve is one of the few console ports that's amazing. I haven't played Don't Starve on a console at all. I've only played it PC. But I usually play Don't Starve with a controller on PC. Oh, did I unlock more jump height? I don't think I've even upgraded the jump height one time because it's required dynatite and I haven't had enough. It's just now that I'm getting that. But hello there, Joe. Welcome to the stream. Whoop. Alright, this is totally gonna spawn more bugs, right? Oh, no. Haha! Bug-free collection. There's a couple little materials. I picked them off the leaf. Get over here. Huh, lovely. I'd like to upgrade my mining speed too, because oh boy, if that ain't fucking slow. I might have to, ooh, hang on. If we find a shop actually, then I might just be able to straight up buy that Laurentite. Otherwise, we'd want to go back to the previous area so I could get some. Flesh flies, are we heading down? A little bit. Woo! I want to get these materials as I'm passing them by. Though they only are one little spot, I don't know if it's really worth it to pause for those little tiny baby scraps because they give so little. I don't know that I can jump up high enough to reach that leaf. I wonder if the bugs hate you because your mech's colors remind them of lime. Here, I've made a mistake this entire time by painting my mech green, because now the bugs hate it and they want to kill me because of the color. Alright, bugs. Oh, I dodged some of those shots. We're getting a lot of these Lancer beetles this time. I'd like, yes, to get 2 out at a time at least. Go off the edge. You know, I could even group them together. No, it doesn't look like pull works unless they're stunned. Ah. This other Lancer beetle got up before I was able to stun him out. So let's get both of them here. Do you suppose they're close? Well, okay, I was gonna say suppose they're close enough to pull them. Definitely, ow! Not now. Come on. Get out. Flow. Oh. Ah, cactus beetle. Stop. Oh, then we've got engine beetles. I don't want you. Ow! Ow. I hold my mech. That hurts. I don't like sonic beetles either. Stop running away from— No! I'm definitely gonna need the dash, I think, in order to better, dodge away from the cactus. I guess I can just anchor myself too, but if you've got those engine beetles around, or other beetles that can bite, hanging around on the ground. No, fuck that engine beetle. We're just gonna ignore him for now, because he's kind of trapped himself out there on that little tiny limb. The bugs are mean, I say. You say too, as we blow them off the edge. What'd be nice is if I could stun them for longer. So if there was some kind of upgrade that increased my stun time. Honestly, again, just having a longer or faster mining speed would be convenient. Because then I could ignore some of these beetles a little bit more and just mine shit and then leave. Part of the dilemma is just when there's a ton of the bugs, doesn't give me quite enough time to Not really fast enough to just nicely mine and run. The bugs are just jealous that your mech is cooler than they are. And so out of jealousy, they start bullying me and trying to beat me up. See, look, if I was able to mine faster right here, then it would be a lot easier to just grab those materials and run. Which is what I'm doing anyway. It would just be easier. Alright, flies, I keep going by the correct direction because I get distracted by all of these materials. Please lead the way. Yeah, I was going up too much and I need to go to the right. Just over in this direction. Ooh, trading outpost. Here we go, chat. Now we can do some trading.
These imprints are definitely from Dad's rig. Getting closer.
It's a checkpoint. I believe that is a checkpoint. Same case, but it just didn't pop it up.
I guess technically it did by it popping up and saying, hey, you're at the trading outpost. Woo!
Alright, flies. Where is it exactly? Around here. Looks like they head back around this giant maple. They probably pitched camp not far from this trading outpost. I think it's making me go to the map. Go back to camp. Oop. Oh, the trader is up front the checkpoint. Well, before we do any upgrades, go ahead and go back to the trading outpost. There we are. Ah, see, so I do sell these valuables, and these valuable pieces, seeing as they haven't popped up as if any of these are going to be, like, craftable materials, we sell everything. We've also upgraded or unlocked some more designs. Imagine going to a shop and here you are selling shit and you're like, oh, you know what? Huh. I could craft some more of things. I'm gonna do some slight peeking. And, leaves and my camera. There we go. There we go. A singular piece of spider silk. Ooh, hang on, this blows me upwards? Whee! Anything else hidden around up here? I don't think. There might be. We're just gonna go back over here to the trading post. We're going to sell that spider silk. Ooh, see that sold for fucking dynamite. Hell yeah. And now we'll go back to camp and upgrade the mech. What? That's where you can find the MP5. Are you saying I'm missing the gun? Oh. Okay. Yes. The jump power. That's interesting. The pin button, so you can just kind of fast track. You can make maybe little goals and say, all right, I want the gust. So then you pin it. That way you can keep track of what materials. Another thing that they have in Monster Hunter World. Missed MP5 on the wall. Oh, oh, my mech can never have gun. Hello there, Dr. Corgi, and welcome to the gunless stream. Gonna need some pyetites for Gust. We need hardened crystals for the whole durability upgrade. But we're going straight up first. I want more jump power. I think we might actually have... Yes. I can get the dash and the arrow design. Excellent. Mining speed, 2 neutron epoxies. I cannot afford that because I think we're all out of the Laurentite or whatever. Tether upgrade. And I see how the rain wire is half of that orangey and half of the gray, so that means I would require some of the Dynatite and the Diolurite, whatever it is. I'm gonna mix up their names. Dalium, that's what I'm thinking. Laurenite is kind of what I need. Like now I have 1400 Dynatite, so I've found more Dynatite just around on the tree than on the alpha aphid. Extra traction on branches. Intriguing. Ooh, I like that it gives the little pin icons out over here too on the function. So let's see. There's the jump power. We've got height increased, tweaked brake. Oh, I like it has need to do more research when you hover over these. And it shows us what utilities we've gotten unlocked. So dash is just holding right button. Right bumper is. Glide is just automatically glide while airborne. And glide faster is holding RB. They're the same, actually. I love the mech's little arms. I do too. It definitely, because of the slight angle the arms are at, as well as the section that's just coming out straight. How this part just comes out at a 90-degree angle or completely parallel. The 90-degree angle arms here, it just looks like very much of a shrug. So here's Beetle going around going like, I don't know, I'm just killing you right now. I guess you just suck, huh? Or that's what it would be doing if I wasn't constantly getting beat up by the bugs.
Let's take a rest. Home is so far behind me now. I used to see trees from Woodruff and think they were other countries.
I guess since they are really teeny tiny people, seeing different trees is basically a whole new area, whole new world, new country. And now I'm way past those trees. If you did a little zoom out, you'd still see, though, they're still in the same contained forest area.
A whole new world.
Oh my god. Where is my Aladdin? Is the thief gonna be my Aladdin? Oh my god! What did Aladdin do? Steal bread. What did Jasmine do? Run around pretending she's just a little peasant person? A whole new world with this thief man. Romance boyfriend incoming, chat. Wait a minute, she basically just left home without saying anything, right? Does that mean Dad is worried sick right now? I mean, since it has probably, it's definitely been a couple of days since we left. I would say, yeah, Dad's probably a little bit worried. I have no idea how Anika can go around like that and not get splinters. You know, splinters are a problem for giants peoples like us, right? I would imagine wood splinters, when you're this size, they would be kind of like giant swords or little daggers. So I think they're a little bit too small for splinters. It would instead be comparable to, say, stepping on a giant nail. So if you go and tell somebody in this world that you've got a splinter, you'd be lifting up your foot with this giant wood dagger stabbing through your foot, rather than just holding up your finger with a little frowny face. Oh, I've got a splinter. Then someone grabs a little pair of tweezers and just kind of plucks it out. I have a splinter! Completely impaled. The thief's tracks head towards Bull's Hollow. I know I can catch them. Right here. Ooh, this map though has some laurinite, so that's good, because that's something I really want more of. I should have... Funny you had mentioned that, chat. I should have told Dad I left, but he's gonna be so glad I found it. I should fix it up with the new gear I've got, too. It'll run even better than before. Yeah, good timing, chat. Here you are commenting, did we tell Dad about leaving? And then we get to the map, and she's like, maybe I should have told Dad. Alright. Yep, I see both of them. Thank you. Jump. Ooh. It's harder to tell when I'm going faster, because obviously dash very apparent with that. There's only slight difference. Faster, certainly. But it doesn't have that same sort of oomph, whoosh, forward that the dash does. No, stop! Little Dynatite! Almost gonna just fall off the edge. Really? And look at that. Dynatite gave me 11, Dalium gave me 3. Whenever I find the little singular pieces around on the branches and the like... Oh, whoa, what the... Oh, I see, I'm entering a little battle area. It happened pretty much right as I was using... Ow! My... flies. So for a second, I thought the flies had done something different. I was like, what the hell? Repair. Kill. Knock off. And I'm just going to... They can go ahead and start eating those other materials. I'm gonna stay up here and safely collect these ones for a moment. And then we'll go ahead and wrap these guys up. Whoop. Alright, get rid of that guy while I've got him knocked down. And take out this cactus beetle while I'm nearby. Whoop. Alright, that guy had his wings up, so opportunity to hit. Whoa! Whoa, wow, that gave me quite the boost up, hitting me while I was midair. Thanks, dude. Did me a solid. Lot of air. Super confused for a second. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Hold up. Dashing does the same wind blow, but while I'm in air. So, my propensity for dash has now gone way up. Being able to dash and blow them at the same time, essentially then being able to stay mid-air and blow at the same time, that is really good, especially with how goddamn strong that was. Pushed them way farther than just the normal push. Dash is super good. Apparently, look at that. Oh my god, it's so powerful. Versus just this little tiny pathetic push. And it's funny I'm saying that because look at what idea that Anika just came up with. Beta brake design, further increase brake radius. Okay, not quite what I thought she was gonna do, but still not bad. And increase repair speed. Oh, why? I wouldn't feel bad about that. Thank you for that upgrade, Anika. Ew, singular beetle. I'm killing you because I can. Get out. Now. Boop. One more little spot. We'll go ahead. I need to get my goddamn mining upgraded. It is way too slow. Okay, flash flies lead me. And then we go back to the peace. It's like the battles, all intense, and then we defeat them, and then it's back to flying, where it's so relaxing. Ah! Ow. Rain. So am I supposed to go over to these leaves or something? It's saying that I'm supposed to go up. Woo! Here we are. He wasn't even hostile to you? Yeah, well, I'm hostile towards all little insects. I hate them all. They suck. That's another mechanic that they never really teach you. Yeah, those leaves hitting them. I don't know. I don't really mind that they're not super hand-holdy with their mechanics and the like. They let you figure things out on your own. Give you slight hint indications, kind of how there's that singular leaf hanging out right there, and there was a very, very small gust of wind. Telling you, maybe there's something you can do here to make it stronger. Whoop, and off we go. Whee! Alright, here's at it for more battle. Oh my goodness, this guy has a lot of resistance. Come on, wings up. Up, flash me. There we go, baby. Ow! Oh. What was that? I don't like it. Stop blasting me. Oh, you know what? That's totally that guy. I'm knocking him off. Or knocking him over, and then he just releases a, like, a gas cloud. Oh no, there's poison on the ground. Ew. Who's doing that? Who's peeing everywhere? Woo. Did that blue spider just totally fall off the edge on his own? What a stupid idiot. Ow! I say as I get hit off the edge by cactus spider. Bug pee. Describing it like that makes it sound particularly unpleasant. Ugh. Caterpillar, where do you think you're going? Oh. Oh. It's those guys leaving the pee trail. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I blast him away. Alright. I love the dash ability. Dash ability is the best. I love just flinging them off at high speeds. No! I missed the little simoleon. Oh, no, 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 no. Excuse me, lancer beetles. Ow! What the? How did you even get me from the air like that? That feels like it's cheating. Oh! I say as I accidentally dash off the edge. Open up. You're a little bit shy, but there he goes. He's revealing himself. Wah! Hi! Oh, my simoleon! Dang it. Yeah, bud. Oh, there we go. Uh-huh. Woo! And then I take the simoleon again. Thank you. Gross grubs, be gone. I hate them. Get out. Ah! No! Okay, I did get the sap before he fell off that time. But now I'm left with pretty much no materials. I think they might have taken most of them. I don't remember how much I actually managed to mine. I probably then shouldn't have stuck around to battle so long, but I get a little bit caught up in it. There's so much action. Oop. And off we go. Up, and then I can hit that leaf and woo! Get that good breeze going. Alright, which way we're going? Just continuing our journey upwards. Ooh! Oh yeah, this is why I keep fighting these areas out. Because it keeps locking me down in them. First, I'm going to... Wow! Just, maybe knock that guy away. But then kind of hide at the edge and collect up. Ow! I did not see that engine at all. Sonic engine beetles, stop. Get out. Oh, Marcelo. Okay. Woo! Look, I'll be able to get both of these guys at the same time now. How perfect. Look, I even knocked out the one guy as I was exploding him. It's sort of like Deep Rock Galactic, where the real reward is minerals, but you gotta fight them bugs to get them. That's a fair point. I should play Deep Rock Galactic. Except that's the one that's hip to play with people, huh? I like that. Just after the Deep Rock Galactic comes up, just, I love Deep Rock Galactic. I love Deep Rock Galactic. Are you guys Deep Rock Galactic bots in chat trying to advertise for the game? You came here into the stream, waiting this entire time for your opportunity to strike. Beep boop. Alright, ignore tiny bugs. And the engine beetle. Alright. Ooh, that is a lot of the Dalium. Go ahead and get some of this out. Kind of keeping our eye on engine beetle there, jumping to avoid him. It's like a system. Ow! Oh, I waited just a half second too long that time. Oh, what? Okay. I thought I was high enough off the ground in order to avoid that guy. Apparently not. And hello there, GB, and welcome to the stream. The pull ability is super good. I like that you can pull them all in one spot. Yeah, it definitely is real convenient, again, especially for the little guys. You know, I don't think fuck that engine beetle guy. Wait, I look at the background. It's still locking me in combat here. Well, I guess we're gonna want to wait for a minute anyway. See, especially that pull ability, where you just quickly group them all together, and then you do your little air dash, and you get rid of them all so quick. All I need is to upgrade my brake. That way I can hit more of the beetles more easily all at once. Alright, you, stop running. He's trying to escape. You can't. I blow him off the edge. What the? Oh, okay. It's just the normal guy. I saw his colors and was thrown off for a second, but no, he's nothing new or special. It's just the same beetle we've been seeing, just new color scheme. He got a paint job. Since this guy's waiting at the edge, though. Woo, okay. Since I was kind of in a placement, kind of inconvenient to dodge that projectile at the time. Come on. Whoop. Little biting beetle, however, getting me. Take a moment, gather together the little guys, and blow them off. That way we don't have to worry about them so much. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I almost just totally hopped right off the edge. How foolish of me. Hit the other ones. All right. And then we wait. Come on. Ah, there we go. And away he is. These big beetles are the worst. I hate waiting for them to flash their gems. Guess that's the main bonus of getting them, is stealing the simoleons that they drop. Come on. Come on. Give me a little show, guy. You know, see, I knew you wanted to. He loves to show them off. You little guys get knocked off the edge. And with all of the numerous ones around, we're gonna have to do a little fly about. Hit them with our explosives, group them up. I like that the pole has such a large radius to it, makes it particularly convenient. He got his new paint job to try and get your attention. just for me? Well, it worked, because when he did first pop up with it, I was like, oh my, what is this? But then I realized it was just the same old, so... I really want the break ability upgraded. The radius on its explosions are just so small when we get bigger areas like this. It makes taking care of these little bugs a little bit slow. This rig still isn't pushing out the lift out of these joints like I wish it would. Oh, jump power increased. Excellent. Oh, hang on. It looks like we're free to leave now, because, not seeing that outline anymore. We're free. The barrier's gone. We continue. Woo. Oh, and a checkpoint, too. Da-da-da-da. We'll start here when traveling from camp. That means we wait, and we're gonna go visit camp so we can get, or at least see what sort of upgrades we can get. You know, they even look over here. We've got a couple of valuables. We could always go over to town and sell those, but we'll start by seeing what we can do. We can get the jump, but I want mining speed. Oh, wait, beta break. Further increases break radius. 4 neutron epoxies and a solar coil. I don't think I could even buy the solar coil from the shop. Hang on. Excuse me. Trading outpost. Confirmation, please. Yeah, I cannot buy that. Damn. But I can sell these while I'm here. See, and this is why it is convenient to hot or pin the designs, because then when you go to the shop, you'd be able to see those upgraded materials that you'd want to buy. I can even see when hovering over them, it says need 6 total across 2 designs, need 3 total across 2 designs, need 1 total across 1 design. So we'll go ahead and buy the pebble rivet, since we got a pretty good, or at least I think we have a pretty good amount of dynatite. We'll go ahead and buy one of those. We'll buy 2 hardened crystals. Ooh! Now we're ready to fabricate the whole durability again, huh? Well, let's go ahead and head back, to my camp again. Wrong button. Camp. That landscape is incredibly trippy. Yeah, some areas more so than others, but hello there, Geister, and welcome to the stream. I figured out what the mech looks like to me. Have you seen those little peacock spiders? When they mate, they stick up their butts and wave their 2 little legs around to dance? It does look like that. Oh my god. They are like the little peacock jumping spiders. Oh. That means it's like it's going around doing a constant mating dance. Here, this entire time, my mech has just been trying to woo the beetles. Of course, the bugs, not wanting or not appreciating my attractions, attack me. It does make sense, though, that designs are inspired by real-life creatures, because we do the same goddamn thing in, you know, human flesh realm as well. We do a lot of designs based upon pre-existing animals. Yeah? Take inspiration from nature, you know? This mech horny. Oh, since we had purchased the... I guess this one, since this requires a solar coil, I wouldn't have been able to get the repair speed anyway, so that's kind of whatever. So it doesn't look like there's really... Oh! Hold up. Jump power? Requiring just dynatite? Why, yes, I will increase that. Hold durability? Taking only hardened crystals? Of course, I'd love some more hold durability. Mining speed, just taking 2 neutron epoxies? Why, of course I'm going to go ahead and take a trip right back over to the trading post to get 2 of them. Imagine a human, if everything was human-shaped, just a human-shaped train. You know Vor? Human-shaped train? I think that's all I need to say. And I'm out of neutron, or the Laurentite. God damn it. It just can't. Why did you have to say that? Well, I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? Right, I think just the Bull's Hollow where I was at, and it'll take me back to that checkpoint, right? We'll just continue on. Wait. Flies? Perfect. Why couldn't you have at least said hamster train? Then it'd be like Molcar. Alright, as much as I like Molcar, let's be real. What happens when you get inside of a Molcar? Need to deal with this quick before the tracks get so cold. Okay, it looks like we're gonna battle this guy. Okay, that means we're gonna have to wait for him to do some sort of attack that leaves himself vulnerable. I think it's when he attacks. So we'll just do a quick jump and drop. We wait patiently. Ooh, ha! Yeah. Oh. Haha, the stupid idiot. It's like I'm parrying him. Oh, of course there's a goddamn wall wire I'm trying to push him. Whatever. He's gone now. And now I steal his— oh my god! Alright, I didn't expect there to be a bunch. I like it trains me with one and then says, alright, perfect. Here's 4 of them. Oh! I think that guy's projectile just hit both of those beetles and knocked them over. How perfect. I do like the music that it's got playing here too. Yes, I would agree. It is some slick tunes. Excuse me. Alright, so while I wait for him to attack, we'll just go ahead and mine. Take your time. You know, flash when you're comfortable. There we are. Alright, and just a nice little sweep. I pull out my broom, and I just brush him right off the edge. I like the way combat is really forgiving in this game with the ability to repair at will, but then they just throw a bunch of shit at you so it still has some tension. And even though they have that repair function, there is a cooldown on the repair. So when you finish repairing, you then have to wait for a period of time. In addition to the fact that the repair, already, it isn't instantaneously filling your health bar. Takes a couple of seconds. I love the little thump thump as the mortar beetles walk. It's pretty good. I like the little slight tip tapping that my own mech has as I walk around. Just tip, 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 tip. Bugs survive way bigger drops than that. That beetle isn't dead. Oh. I kind of thought that gust of wind there was one that was gonna take me somewhere, but no, it's one that sweeps me to my death. Flash flies, please. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, past here. Oh! Just a half second too late to jump back down. Definitely also when I just walk around like normal, the quick comment too. Definitely does it appear like those peacock jumping spiders. Oh, did I get too close to the edge and it knocked me off anyway? Hellwind. There we are. Ah. Oh, dash before I get blown away. Thank you. Oh.
There's Aladdin, chat. Hey, you!
Who are you?
You stole my dad's rig from Woodruff. I saw you that night. I know it was you, so don't try and lie.
Right. Man, that thing rode like a dream. Well, aren't you a long way from home anyway?
I need it back. Now.
Does it look like I still have it?
What do you mean you don't have it?
Brought it to a guy that said he knew people who'd kill to get their hands on it. Got a nice payout for it, too. Thing's probably long gone by now.
No! What was their name? Where did you meet them?
That's not how those deals work, kid.
I need to know where that rig is. Don't understand. That rig is important to my dad.
Maybe you should have remembered to lock that shed then. What? Comes back to bite her. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Remember, chat, always lock your doors. Hello there, Valkyria, and welcome to the stream. Because now I'm just sadly sitting inside the mech, just... What am I supposed... Oh, wait, continue button. Whoop. I continue. Or we could just, you know, stare at me looking sad forever. Hold on my hair. Did I fucking cut my hair? Oh, Clara. Oh, Anne. Clara. Oh my god, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Anne, you cut your hair. It looks nice. So glad to see you. How'd you find me? Your old junker showed up on my radar once, and once I was close enough to pick up your signal. I was quite lost. Got separated from the team after our last job. Comms are shot. Take a lot of work to fix my popping. Core fell out somewhere among the branches. Would you mind gathering up what I need to help an old friend out? For Poppy? Anything she needs. Here, I can show you exactly what I think we need. Alright, so they're giving me some instructions. However, I feel like since we just finally met up with the thief there and took care of him, that kind of places things at a nice stopping point for the stream. So even though we're a little bit early on the 4-hour point, I think we'll call it here. Right? But, been really good, yeah. I've been really enjoying it. The controls, while I have a tendency to hit the wrong buttons, it controls very well. Feels very smooth. It really doesn't feel awkward at all. So they did a very good job with the control design. That's sometimes something that's frustrating with platformers and the like, is when they do a bad job on controls. So regardless of how good the game might end up looking, it then controls horribly and then just makes it a chore or frustrating to play. And that is not the case with this. So it makes it very nice. I like it. So this was a good time to play. So thank you everybody who came on by to watch. Thank you for those who have resubscribed and followed. Very appreciated. And looking over, don't forget about voting. That's right. Don't forget, chat, please. As Skelly has used the command in chat there, thank you. Don't forget to go over and vote for chat's choice, Give Brothers some love, it's a good game. Look, just because it's on the chat's choice and isn't getting votes doesn't mean those other games are bad. It just means you're not as popular, okay? Alright, so I see, can I go home now? Yeah, you can go home. Just go home, be comfortable, get comfy. When I try to vote, it doesn't work? That's peculiar. I don't know why that would be the case, but you can only vote one time, huh? Someone else in your household voting for you? Ooh. I don't know. Well, see, VoiceBox is playing some Minecraft. So, I know, chat, you like the Minecraft, as everybody obviously likes the Minecraft, so why don't you go head off over there, Have a lovely evening, chat. Oh, and a reminder, of course, Friday streams are gonna be starting this Friday, so if you're a nighttime person, that means Friday, 9 CST, 10 o'clock EST, 7 o'clock Pacific, Friday stream for art, and of course still regular streams on the weekend for gaming. Alright, bye everybody, farewell.